Hi, greetings. I'm Amira Sankofa with Ask Life Coaching Ministries, and I'm Ask. Once again, you can call me short for Ask. So anyway, today I'm trying to. I've been really battling to keep my hair up in this little bun. I've tried so many different things, but that's not what this video is going to be about. But I'm just sharing with y'all my struggle to keep all this heavy hair up. So anyway, today, unlike other days, I find myself, as usual, the healer oracle, the um, the Reiki grandmaster, mother, wife, entrepreneur, businesswoman, whatever, grandmother. I'm always finding myself doing so much. So today I said I really wanted to get back and I kind of wanted to study a little bit more today. Um, I did manage to some of my herbs have came together, so I'm really excited. Today I patched my herbs got right today, so I was able to I do grow my own herbs, so I was able to actually package some in the packages, and this is some female balancer that I've packaged, and I'm very excited. And also my humidifier came today. I really want to start humidifying my air because I love fresh air. Fresh air is very important. Um, my essential oils came today, and also my Oshun water. The ingredients for that came today, so I was actually able to make that today. So I'm very excited. I put my little label on it. It's so cute. But anyway, it's in another room, and I forgot to get it because I didn't really know I was gonna make a video. So anyway, my let me show y'all this. My daughter uh got me this yesterday. Isn't it cute? Um, so because she made me mad. That's the eyeball. Anyway, so I pretty much all this. I really need a whole nother room alone just so I can put my equipment in, my healing equipment on top of my herbal supplements, on top of my different creations that I've created. I also have a doll, a fertility doll, which is underneath this box over here, along with my ensemble over here. So definitely. Okay, but today I wasn't really calling to. I mean, no, I'm saying today I wasn't really calling. But this video wasn't necessarily going to be about herbs or anything like that. But I was just kind of excited. Also, I want to tell you all that I got this new brand out today that I really wanted to utilize, and it's my bath salts, and I have so many different kinds and colors. Anyway, I got my bath white. Certainly, I just made up some today. I was kind of feeling achy. So actually, this morning I was feeling achy. Kind of, I live in Louisville, Kentucky, so the humidity is kind of wild here, okay? And they have a very strong pollen area, so I did manage to. I just kind of cooked up something on a whim. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't anything. It was just for myself. It wasn't like I was gonna give it to somebody else because I'm always testing my own product, right? So I put it in the tub. I created my own bath salts. I just kind of threw a little bit of this essential oil, threw a little bit of that. Then I created my own essential oil. And I put that in and I mixed all three. And I was kind of like, it kind of had a funny smell to it. And I was waiting for the colors to change. And it didn't change colors. So anyway, inside of the bath, I jump in. Instantly, I was like, wow, okay, this is kind of comfortable. So I kind of found myself a little comfortable, a little relaxed. I felt like, again, I was feeling some pressure up in here, and the pressure that I thought was here, I could literally feel leaving out of this way. And I didn't feel such nasally, drippy type of anymore. My chest, again, what I did mention, was feeling a little heavy. I didn't really feel heavy. My chest wasn't heavy. I'm talking. This was a matter of, I mean, between both cycles, I would say about 15 minutes. Plus, my feet was kind of hurting a little bit because I've been doing a lot of, my grandson and myself, we walked across. We did a little walking yesterday, and and I kind of, my feet was hurting just a tad bit because I had on some flip flops, and of course, if you're gonna go walking, why wear flip flops? But honestly, I don't own tennis shoes. I don't know why. I'm probably um the most weirdest person in the world that I don't own tennis shoes, and I really need to buy some, but I just don't. I really don't like them. So if I can find something that will kind of suit me, and and honestly, yes, y'all, I work out in flip flops. But walking in them, and even running, I run barefooted. I don't know what that's about. And no, I don't have ugly feet. I have really cute feet too. You want to see? No, I'm not gonna show you. You just have to see my flip flops. This video kind of crappy. I really probably should do this video again on my video. I'm on Google. But anyway, it's a little crappy, isn't it? Just a little bit. So anyway, so again, I started back, studying. Of course, I always study. Because I have different type of clients, and plus I like to sharpen my skills up. As a grandmaster in Reiki healing or energy healing, or I'm so many different things other than negative words, right? So I find myself really getting into it. So I kind of want to touch on this a little bit for you all. I'm not gonna get too heavy into it. I'm trying to see. I'm not gonna go too much on it because, of course, you can take my course. I have a new series, a new course that's starting off where we'll be dealing with African powers. Okay, so that's kind of basically along these lines. So anyway, in relating with this, I began to start reading this again because I really want to really touch. No, I'm not gonna show you the book because some of it's my book and some of it's some notes I personally took. So kind of wrote down. So this basically talks about psychic abilities. I know I've done a lot of videos here on psychic abilities and trying to get people, and boys and girls, don't try this at home. Um, but I can teach people how to touch and tune, touch within their energies and certain gifts that they have. Everybody, this psychic, we all have certain types of abilities. However, either you do or you don't. Some things you might be able to tap into temporarily. Some things it might be a permanent gift for you. Sometimes people will develop and get further on and ascend to different types of gifts, and some people might have multiple gifts. I was talking to this young lady today, and she was saying she was an empath. Well, she didn't know she was an empath, but she's actually an empath. I had to tell her. But empaths, and there's so many different types of. And I definitely would like to go over that with you, but I want y'all to take my course. Um, but certain types of, just share this with you, certain types of empaths are able, they normally can feel people's energy. So if they walk into the room and someone's sad or crying, they find themselves sad and crying and don't understand why. And that sometimes also can be a form of psychic attack, so too. So you have to definitely be careful as an empath, okay? Now, in studying, you have to excuse me, I have a very country twang there. See, I'm from St. Louis, and I live in Louisville. Louisville. and I spent a lot of time in New Orleans and Mississippi. So I do have somewhat of a dialectical country swagger here. And what we call in St. Louis blue ghetto. Okay. But I'm not ghetto, so take that out. I just have my own swag. Okay. Um and I'm just myself, right? So anyway, in going I say a lot too. I like is a very comforting word. It's a stall word. So when in reading this, did take down a couple of notes, and I'll kind of read what they said a little bit, and I'll kind of redefine it in what the notes that I took down. So anyway, they talk about how many people, like I just explained to you all, how a lot of people have psychic abilities. Sometimes they have some, and some don't. Some people have it but don't know how to type quite into it, and some people can kind of have certain points, like you might hear ringing in your ears, you might hear radio, you might hear like something going on in your head like a radio in this conversation. You might experience deja vu, you might have a dream, and your dream might be in relation to what exactly is going on. That can certainly be a certain type of phenomenal for you, so that can certainly happen. But those are just the small points. See, it's so much bigger than just that, okay? Now, this video is way too important for me to. This audio is horrible to me. I don't know what that's about. Let me see if maybe I should try to adjust it here on mine. Yeah, well, not audio, but the picture is very kind of shitty. Like, excuse my French. So anyway, they begin to start tapping into this. And yes, it's actually true. And I know, and like I had this one crazy lady hit me on Facebook and start talking to me about uh devil worshiping and all this stuff. Hey, I'm not a devil worshiper, so I just kind of want to throw that out there. Um, no, I'm not evil, but if you push me, I do have powers. No, anyway, just kidding. So anyway, within this book, of course, they talked about the psychic powers can definitely increase by practicing, and of course, practice makes perfect, as they say. So it's very important that once you understand certain gifts that you have naturally, that you begin to start working on them. Don't just start and try to branch off and start doing other things all the time, because sometimes we need to perfect what we're given, because the creator or our ancestry line gives us things. It could be passed on, a generational gift. It can also be something that pretty much the ancestors want you to have, and it might have transcended after they passed away, so that can happen. Or it could be a person that's longer down the line that you've never met before, didn't know nothing about, or none of that stuff. You might even seen a picture, you might not have seen a picture. In some cases, I've talked to certain clients where a relative, they was looking through a picture book or family album, and they saw a picture of a particular elder um, from their family line from way back when. They touched the picture, and boom, it popped just like that. And that's because they wanted them to have it. So, in going more into detail, this book also talks about certain practices. The reason for the practice certainly can help you to develop your own strength and your ability. Also, the magic can also be used to help to increase your psychic abilities. But also, you can gain much help from the African powers and the magical beings that have power over ranges and areas and are greatly powerful and can also help us. They are, however, not the same as the powers over different areas. So, and also it does have a lot to do with tribal. So sometimes it's important that we figure out what tribes we're from, because certain tribes our ancestors have been dropped off in. Sometimes you might have an ancestor line, whereas you might be from Kemet. You might have somebody that's from Kemet, a different part in Kemet, where they speak whatever language over there, whatever language in that particular tribe. Then you might also have a relative that is, part of the red people. When I say red people, I know some of us know them, call them Native American, I think that's kind of offensive. So I say red people. They red and beautiful, so I call them red people. And majority of the ones I roll with, they call themselves red people. So I'm not just insulting them because that's what they call them. That's the people that I roll with from the Red Nation calls themselves Red Nation, red people. So anyway, so again, you might have that bloodline where they might have been dropped off over in that area, or what I'm saying, you might have certain bloodlines that might have been part of the Yorubas, a part in Africa. You might be in Cuba. You know what I mean? You might have different people, although or Dominican Republic. You know what I mean? Different. Excuse me. Again, different tribes. So and that's why it's important that you kind of understand where you come from and you kind of get in tune with it. Or if you don't necessarily know where you come from, you might have a scenario where you might be adopted or you don't know your people. But just try, sometimes when you start building, you start working with your psychic abilities, you can kind of feel where you come from and what feels safe and familiar to you. Sometimes that's why you might find yourself, when I'm training people, I don't necessarily tell them where I think they should go. I allow them to sometimes tell me what they feel more compelled to do. So some people might be more in tune with certain Asian aspects of things, the Asiatic part of things. And some might be more in tune with Kemet type, or some might, again, Ethiopia or whatever. I mean, again, we all have different areas where we might want to study from. Although we are the same people, we just come from different tribes. And that's not, to make it no better, no worse, but it just depends on what area you want to tap into. Or you might not be from that tribe, and you just might have the source or the power or feel inclined to tap into all these different areas, and that's okay. But I would advise to find out where you're more comfortable with. What tribe are you more comfortable with? Or if you're comfortable with, you are universal and you might feel all these different tribes, and that's okay too. Um, so in studying and going back to the book and also my little notes, um, they talk about I forgot where I left off at because I went on this tantrum. So when I talked about different areas, that's where I talked about that. It says, but also you need to say in many ways, the nature of the magic is governed by you, because you're also commanding these entities to help you. So, or deities, or energies, or entities. It just really depends on what you feel comfortable in saying. That's another thing. The I'm not, first of all, I'm not the pig and I'm not the police, but some of us also may be somewhat compelled to, say different deities, different ways. You might call them deities, gods, energies, ancestral line, whatever you feel comfortable with. Hey, cool. Um, so definitely, you definitely want to be able to nurture these different areas. And you also want to have a reason, also because you find yourself with call out these entities, because sometimes, again, and understanding that nature is flawed in different ways, and are meaning that they're commanded to do so by corrective measures. And I don't necessarily mean nature does what it's supposed to do, but the book states that the nature can be flawed in different ways. And I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but I guess what they're trying to say, that it's not that it's necessarily flawed, but nature has a different way of looking at things than like the beings and entities. Because, for example, like even in working with the energies, I might they have, okay, so they have a different time zone than we do. So if I might ask a question out to the universe, this is why I necessarily deal with time. And I might be like, so I'm gonna get rich tomorrow, I'm gonna get rich the next day, whatever. And they might say, yeah, you rich now, right? Of course, we know I might not be rich, right? But they might be talking about for the future. later on down the line, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, a month from now. You know what I mean? So that's what they mean by on the terms of flawed. It's just that they have a different time zone, a different time, a concept of time than we do, because we're here in this realm, and it's all about time here. But in different other realms, it's not about time, space, and all that kind of stuff. It's about time here. So we'd be like 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You got 5 minutes to get here. It's not like that for them. So of course, and I hope I'm not sounding spookism. I probably am, but whatever. I don't care. If you don't like it, don't look at it. Anyway, so when we start getting into more, of course, and they start talking about different correct measures and quite natural, and also you command the entities yet to be similar to us. So that's kind of what I was telling you about how you might be feeling connected to certain types of entities more so than the others. So also it's very important that the entities that you connect with and that you summons, y'all kind of on somewhat the same page, because you don't want to summon. So for example, if you are practicing on the terms of, and I don't necessarily like to use these terms, but again, that's probably where a lot of people know it as this. So if you're practicing light, and I hate using the term because it's kind of, to me, it's like kind of racist. Not necessarily racist, but I think stereotypical. So, okay, so it's light, it is good, and dark is necessarily bad. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily say that because, of course, to most people, I'm considered dark, right? Um, I'm talking about skin complexion. So I don't necessarily want to say that, this magic and that magic, but as we go by, if we go by textbook purposes, then in the textbook, so I'm going to use those terms, okay? So within the textbook, light magic is supposed to be good, dark magic is supposed to be bad, okay? So for example, if you're summoning something, energy, and you are quoting yourself into saying, hey, I practice light magic, and then if a dark entity comes, within, then you like, ho ho ho, you know what I mean? So again, that goes with the way that we summon people. So we definitely have to be careful at how we summon energies. I said people, didn't I? But that too. So even we're working with people, so whether it's energy or not, sometimes we can track, because of laws of attraction. So it may be something within you that kind of drew that entity to you. You know what I mean? So even with the laws of attraction here on this physical plane, so if we begin to start attracting people to us, and we already have that negativity within us, then that's going to come. So that way we have to understand what in the first place drew that to us. So sometimes it's about lessons. Sometimes in this realm, we learn certain aspects of lessons and the way we do things, and sometimes it's practice, and sometimes it can really mess you up along the lines. Um, so a lot of things, and then sometimes we may presume something as being negative, and it's not necessarily negative. It's just something that we had to go through in order for us to get to that next level. See, my lights do a lot of flickering here. As y'all can see on all of my videos I do, that's a whole nother topic. I can do a video on the light flickering around the home alone. Brand new light bulbs, by the way. Um, so let's see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm doing a video. I don't know why people want to come in here and talk to me while I'm doing a video. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You ready to go?
I gave you some money if you do something for me.
What?
I gave you some money.
What is it?
I gave you some money.
What, watch my lead?
No.
What? I'm doing a video. Girl, nobody. That's what I'm talking about. People don't respect your space. Okay?
I do respect your space.
What do you want?
Can I wear something of yours?
No. No, you can't wear nothing of mine.
This dress, mama, please. I'm going to a party.
No, ma'am, you cannot wear my dress.
I'll
No.
give you some money.
I don't want no money. I don't like people wear my stuff. No, cannot wear my dress.
I'm not stinky. I will take you.
It don't matter whether you thinking I'm doing a live video and I'm not editing this at all.
You my mom.
Give me my dress.
I know I got it out, but I won't put it back.
Give me my dress.
I'm gonna put it
Give me
back.
my dress right now. No, you cannot wear my dress. Give my dress. You better not have it on.
I don't have it on.
Give it here.
I don't have it on.
No, you cannot wear my dress. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. No. No offense. Love you though.
Is these clean clothes?
Yes. Shoot. Yeah, I'm already keeping a child, y'all, and she want to wear my dress.
I don't ask you for nothing.
And you hear this? I don't ask you for nothing.
I don't.
She gonna end up. I can't. She's moving out, y'all, on the 17th, and I cannot wait.
I do not ask you for
I am
anything.
so proud of my daughter. She's accomplished so much. But I'm doing a video. Okay. Anyway, so cool. Thank you. So basically, interrupting my lesson. It's time to basically get to understand exactly what level we're on. Okay, hold on. You know you can ready to take your baby with you. And you see what I'm doing a video. That's rude as hell. I had to stop my video.